Hello, everybody. This is Giancarlo. It's a Saturday morning, and it's more kind of a little exercise where maybe I'm going to try and test out some streaming and put it on my channel and just get some practice in and maybe show some fun video games that I'm playing anyway. Um, I have a title like Saturday morning video games or something like that. Anyway, today we have Civilization VI, the Gathering Storms DLC, which just came out a couple of days ago from this recording. I think it came out on the 15th, or maybe it came out on Valentine's Day. But it's pretty cool. It adds a lot of stuff to it that was hinted at and began being a part of Civilization V before. So it looks like they brought in weather, obviously with Gathering Storms and this different menu here. We see the ice caps melting and volcanoes exploding. But they also brought in the National Congress after winning in the late game, which was always kind of a struggle with 5, trying to get that late game continuing. And they also have a significant amount of new playable civilizations. So we'll do something fun and create a story with one of these new people. And yeah, we'll see what we got going on here. So we go in here in the create menu. We're going to, I think, have a. Well, I don't know how exactly. Let's just we'll do standard. No, yeah, no, we'll do small, so that we can try to meet everybody in this game. And gosh darn, where did I just put it? I just put have a continents, map size small. Let's lower down our city states a little bit, give us a little bit more breathing room. Let's set this to king. Let's use the default that I usually play things at. Just to mix it up a little bit, we're gonna have everything kind of be random here. Maybe we'll get ourselves balance start position. These guys already have enough of an advantage as it is on king difficulty. Yeah, temperature is going to be random. Rainfall is going to be random. Sea level will do random. And I think that this place should kind of be a little bit of a at nature's domain. We're going to have disaster intensity, which is a new feature here, I guess, that will reflect in the game coming up. Let's go ahead and turn that up to, should we go 3 or 4? Let's go to 3. Maybe not get too crazy. And good, we got our stats all lined up here. So let's look at the new leaders that they have. We have Carthage, who was in the 5, of course, as well. She was great in 5, but she seems to be even better in 6. Is the only civilization where you could move your capital via dock to like any other colony that you have that has a dock on it, and they have a unique dock, which I'm reading this as all right, it's cheaper and it's got more production, and then there's also a badass ship. So obviously, a lot of maritime dominance, just like in real life of Carthage, and that's a pretty good option. We have a new French and a new Britain ruler. Like you can be the same ruler as a French or Britain, which I see that they're doubling up on a lot of their rulers, and it's like there's like 2 Greek now, and now there's 2 Swedish. I think it's cool showing different leaders over the history, but it kind of cuts off the variety. I don't know. Her special ability, Court of Love, great works in Eleanor's cities each cause a -1 loyalty per turn in foreign cities within 9 tiles. So that's pretty good. She definitely has a lot. Like both of these are very highly diplomatic, so you could take that usual cultural dominance of France and make it into a little bit of a diplomatic thing. With England, it's definitely whenever you, especially playing more military, you can just really just keep like getting all the city states on your side. That's pretty good, I guess. I'm not thrilled about them, but I like the character models of Eleanor of Antiquita. Christina is just, oh man, she seems Swedish, except maybe a little like with the culture, but maybe even a little bit more of a tourism-based one instead of just a cultural and science dominance. We got Islanders. I can't go wrong with Islanders. Those are, Indonesia really had interesting sort of skills with sailing and all that, and trade sailing. But this is just going to be a lot of like having island fortresses all over the place. It's pretty good. Mansa Musa, high gold, extra trade routes. It's pretty good. All right, we got Hungary. Oh boy. Excuse me, that's not very good streaming professionalism. Maybe I can edit that out. We have Hungary, Inca, Saruman, which I think it's funny because I'm so used to seeing Saruman with Saruman is from Lord of the Rings. God damn it. Susaman with like usually a bigger onion hat. So this is the most humble hat I've ever seen him in. And Canada. Canada looks kind of fun. Cannot declare war on city-states or surprise wars. Surprise wars cannot be declared on Canada. Well, that is pretty cool, especially with King. We have a lot of neighbors. When an NPC gets too close to you, they will definitely use their superior resources to usually just take out your capital right away. At least the problem I've been having. And of course, we got all the rest of them. Usually, I like playing as Japan when I'm feeling like doing a military one. I like Australia a bunch for tourism. I like Robert the Bruce. I think he's a lot of fun. And Russia is definitely like a good classic fan favorite. I like that little. That used to be with Russia's ability to get the extra borders. It used to be an old Indian tribe one, and I really like the Cree one as well. But maybe we'll run into those guys and try and be friends with them. I think I'm going to go with the Mansa Musa. It's the one I kind of know the most, actually history-wise. And, I like gold. I like, usually when it gets into the higher difficulties, it's got kind of out economy, your opponents and just buy more troops because they seem to get troops just like out of thin air, and you just got to have the gold usually to do it. Maybe if we get a religion, we can do something where you can buy troops with faith too. All right, let's go. Gonna edit this out. Mansa Musa, great king of Mali. You are blessed with wealth beyond comprehension. Alright. So first thing I usually like to do, I like to turn on the yield icons so I see where food is, where culture is, get all my resources laid out. I really like how they have names to rivers and mountain places and deserts now. Let's turn on the desert. That's a desert down there. Turn on mountain ranges too. I should have picked something a little bit more random, because I think they do place you by rivers that actually exist within like the empires that you have. Like obviously this is an African river, and this is an African nation, which is kind of cool. But I know there's some options where it's just like truly random. So here we are. We got a little bit of a new menu. We have a world climate thing that's set up. Eventually, in later games, we have to deal with the polar ice caps melting. We have to deal with sea levels rising. We have to deal with aggressive disasters like tornadoes and volcanoes and blizzards. But then we also get passive stuff like rivers flooding droughts happening. This can maybe same times change tiles. This make more food and production come out after like the floodwaters flood. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And yeah, all right, cool. So we got that. We have our little settlers over here. We are on the continent of Vendura. No, that's not spelled. That's not said right. It's alright though. We're gonna chill right here in this little riverbed. It's gonna be great. Alright. So, we have you. Usually I just send these guys off to explore, but yeah, edit that out too. I don't know, I'm coughing. Okay. We're in the jungle. We're gonna learn mining first, so we can chop down some wood. Although I think jungles need extra cut down. Man, everything's uninviting around me. What's the appeal of my? All right, so if I want to find beautiful lands, I need to go south. I need to learn to venture into this desert, which I think we can send our guy to do. Let's have you start building a scout. Lady, I know how to play this game. Get out of here. We got more rivers. We got a volcano over there. I don't know exactly what volcanoes do. We're gonna go check it out. You know, at first I thought that was a wonder, but it looks just like a inactive volcano of the Manding Mountains. Alright, so we're gonna go here. There are 10 inactive volcanoes. Non-mountain tiles adjacent to the eruption will gain the volcanic soil feature, adding fertility. Millions of improvements on those tiles may be pillaged or destroyed. Alright, so that's a lot of risk-reward sort of thing. You can potentially get all this desert transformed into rich farmland if that explodes, but then it may really mess you up. It's cool. It's cool. Cool. Go around this mountain over here. What's this advisor? Oh, and then now you're telling me about floodplains. Same thing where I think these like floodplains that were just kind of like a tile variation, but now I think they can kind of change, and we'll see exactly what that means. I know I haven't played too much of this game's expansions yet, but I planted a city on a floodplain, and then like it flooded and it killed some of my civilians. That's not good. Speaking of which, I usually like to rename my cities. So our capital, with 1 gold and 1 faith. What should we call it? Let's call it. Let's call it Rivers Nook. That's charming. I want to live in Rivers Nook. Alright, and down here, it looks like that was like the world's tiniest desert because it's just surrounding these mountains. It's kind of cool. I don't want to send my warrior off too far. I'm glad I haven't run into anyone immediately next to me, but we're going to have to see who is going to mess with us first. If I had to take a wild guess, I bet it would be barbarians from the north coming down. Looks like you got this river to protect us. We got a scout. We're gonna send that scout. Actually, got a mission for you. And go around. You can go around. That'd be great. You go check out that. So mining's almost done. We have 2 forests here we could chop down. This is going to be important land on this side of the river that we have to deal with eventually. Coffee. These, yeah, these marshes are kind of what was like the floodlands before the expansion. So we'll see if those make any big difference. River's Nook voted best city out of all the cities on the map, which is just mine. Just mine, I say. And I think we should start with the builder. Sometimes I like to go with the monument, but yeah, I just want to go ahead and start. Getting rid of these woods. Out of the way. I don't really care about the river names. Next, alright, so now that mining is done, let us learn. What do I need for that? I'm not anywhere near floodplains, technically. What's this? Rainforest, rice. So I think if we want to get that resource over there, we should start moving towards, being able to get that coffee. So I think pottery is going to be next. Even though, yeah, I like this new Great Bath Wonder. But it kind of is, it's almost like a protection, which is like you don't really see too many defensive wonders. Usually it's just like extra production, extra trade stuff. But that protects you from having your cities overflooded, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just gonna move along. This early game also is definitely the funnest. Oh, okay, now we're fine. I gotta learn how to get rid of that advisor. Codes of law, very important. So we're going to give double experience to recon units, since that we have been blessed enough not to have any barbarians on our door. And production or gold. Well, I am trying to run a gold-based economy here, so we're going to have God King as our economic policy. Let's see. I have 6 tiles. I don't think I'm going to improve 3 tiles in time. Like, I'm going to spend 2 of those movements just cutting down trees. So I think the best thing to do is maybe foreign trade. We're going to try and get a second city up now that we have the luxury of being able to walk around. And if you find the coast, that would be great too. Is that the coast? That's woods. I don't know what that means. There. So if that's just in our lake, then I'm a little bit more inland than I was prepared for. Okay, no. Alright, we found the ocean, and we found some barbarians, but they are a good distance away, so we are lucky about that. Oh, meanwhile, we have now found the southern end of the map. There's a lot of sugars in this river. Ooh, yeah, I think we found our next spot where to live, too. We're going to go a little bit more inland, and we'll cover our own backs there. And is that barbarians? That is a barbarian camp, so it's cool that this mountain range goes all the way down here, because that gives us a lot of protection that I wasn't expecting. So, yeah, let's turn around and have you go to some barbarians. Yeah, we'll have you clear out those barbarians. Ah! Oh, God. Oh, no. Did I freeze? No. Okay, I don't. The animation just doesn't work when we meet people here. Maybe this is a day one patch sort of thing. But we found our first civilization, and it is the Machus. The Machu, Swift Hawk of the Machus. I know it's South American. I think they can run a lot. Like they have really good military speed. That's cool. All right. So let's see where they're at. They are not nice enough, though, to share their capital with us. But this guy is coming from over here, so I assume he's probably in these woods somewhere. In fact, let's go find him. Alright. Another thing I noticed. What do you want? Okay. Yes, thank you. Your delegation is most welcome. I think these guys could be good allies. I don't think they're going to pose too much of a threat if they try to invade. Usually they specialize in a lot of light infantry, especially early game. So, yeah, I think I'll be able to hold them off, especially if they have to cross all these freaking rivers to get to me. Let's send delegation back. Yeah, you are a cool guy. Thank you. I am an honored visitor. Yeah, we're good there. I'm gonna send our guy to go find them. We found, it looks like, another volcano. And that volcano will be good. I'm gonna send you all the way over here. Ah, crap. So, these two scouts have definitely discovered our city. Now, if they're gonna be aggressive and try and kidnap our workers, that's gonna suck, but usually the scouts don't do that sort of stuff, so we will see. But yeah, I found another volcano down here, and it looks like it is active. And I think that like it goes from inactive to active, and then it erupts, and it goes back to dormant, and kind of goes through that cycle. So we'll be sure to stay away from that for a little bit. Oh, here it is. It's now active. It could erupt at any time. Alright, well, good. I guess I thought it was a little bit more complicated than it really was. Now, I think this time I think I will do a monument. No, I don't need a monument. I'm going to go ahead and this small little village of River's Nook is going to have a colony begin to get prepared. Usually I like to wait till like 4 or 5, but we're going to have such an influx of food pretty soon that I think the population won't suffer that bad. Alright, now irrigation. That is what I need because I want that coffee. What's that? Oh. Alright, we got nice. Oh, well. Yeah, they definitely have their 2 warriors already making good work over there. Alright, that's helpful. So how much food is that? That's 5 food. We got the rice plantation right there. Hopefully, I think there's also a way that you could see settler, religion, empire, settler. That's what I'm looking for. Sometimes it tells you, yeah, areas that may be like volcanoed, or these are susceptible to floods, but it looks like this little by the desert river nook is gonna be okay. Ooh. Alright, we've been going on for about like 20-30 minutes. I'm gonna break this video. Maybe I'm gonna do a part 2. And we're gonna pick our pantheon. We're gonna pick our gods. The first step to picking our religion. We're gonna get these workers to cut some woods and hopefully get our next city in the next episode. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.